We're going to give a quick demonstration of the Directstream platform and its processing performance. We're going to use a retail example. So first thing I'm going to do here is actually reserve 3 offers from the StoreCo retail app. I'll reserve this thermostat offer. Secondly, I'll reserve a cola offer. And third, I will reserve a yogurt offer. What we're going to show is these reservations being brought into a transaction as currency. So we're actually changing how promotional dollars are brought into transactions. So now that I'm at the retail site, I will add these 3 items to my basket. First, I'll add the thermostat. Secondly, one of the soda items, and then a sale price on the yogurt. When I hit match, I'm making an API call to reach out and ask for authorization of payment on these 3 items. It's very similar to an authorization for a payment transaction. And I'm receiving the $50 for the thermostat only. And the reason is because I actually need to have a full price on the Greek yogurt, which I'll add now, and a quantity of 2 on the soda. So now when I run that match again, I see that I have 3 currencies. And those are brought in a total of 222 milliseconds for round trip. Pretty standard for a network transaction. But the Directstream processing occurred in 0.02 milliseconds or 23 microseconds. So let's put this into perspective. We'll look at some financial service industry benchmarks. The first is just to look right at the network. So currently Visa is able to process 56,000 transactions per second globally on their network. And this is based on their June of 2015 Visa fact sheet. MasterCard, on the other hand, prides itself in speed of processing, and they are able to process payments at 130 milliseconds, and this is based on their 2012 annual report. They may have seen some speed increase, but nothing too great over the 2012 report. Directstream, we are able to process authorization on payments in 0.02 milliseconds, or about 20 microseconds. And this equates to approximately 10,000 times faster than the MasterCard time of 130 milliseconds. At the same time, if you look at what is the transaction per second volume, it really is unknown at this point just because we have not scaled around this. However, on one card, a single card or a single 1U server, we are able to process somewhere between 30,000 to 900,000 transactions per second. And the reason that range is so great is because it depends on the type of transaction we are facilitating. It might be simple, a simple payment auth, or it might be really complex where we employ rules such as we demonstrated a moment ago. One last citing here is if we look at some work we're doing right now with a Tier 1 financial service group that provides banking software to Tier 1 international banks. They currently have to calculate interchange rates for these banks, and they may have thousands to tens of thousands of calculations. The first question was will the Directstream rules engine be able to accommodate? And the answer is yes. The second question is what kind of performance gains will we see? And the answer on our first performance test is that we will see north of 700,000 transactions per second. And again, this is running off of a single card or a single server. So on scale, we will be able to move that into north of hundreds or north of thousands times performance increase.